Good morning, guys. Roy here, Apple Lab Testing. You might know me as Facebook page. Anyways, I keep talking in Phoenix Fruit Growers Group and other online gardening forums here on Facebook in the Phoenix area. I've shown some pictures. I've talked about how I was going to do a video about my irrigation thing. So here, let's go over it real quick. This is the front yard setup. So you see here, I came out of the hose, out of the regular hose bib coming out of the wall there. I teed it off. I actually went with the flexible hose there. That was a redesign. I had it all hardline PVC. Things settled, the ground settled, everything kind of moved a little bit, and I ended up with some cracks, whatever, leaks at some of the joints there. So this time I put it together, I used primer. I usually don't use primer when I'm gluing PVC together because I've never had problems before, but like I said, I started having issues with this one leaking. So I went with the soft line, I primered everything. I really went kind of above and beyond what I thought I needed to do on this one to make sure it doesn't leak. It's been a couple weeks now since I fixed it, and obviously you see there's no leaks there. All these lines here, all the PVC will be buried up underneath wood chips once I eventually get all this gravel gone here. So here's one of my timers, my irrigation timers here. And like I said, I like using these hose end timers here. They're kind of a little more user-friendly. I feel like they get a little bit better flow. It's easier to work with. I custom cut all my garden hoses to the lengths, and I'm going to show you that here in a second because we're going to go over all this stuff. But so that's a Melnor brand 4-zone timer. You can see one of the zones isn't hooked up yet. I'm going to probably use that for the row of trees I'll eventually put in along the sidewalk out there. We're going to go around, check it all out. So you see, yeah, it comes up. The one... So, and kind of an experiment I'm doing too is we've been talking about, you know, filtering your water. I use carbon filters here. You can see one of my setups over there. We'll get there in a second. This timer right here is set up on just the regular water line. There's no filtration on this. So I'm kind of, as an ongoing experiment, this one's going to be my test group, if you will. This one's not filtered. Pretty much everything else, the rest of my house, all my plants are pretty much on a carbon filter. Like I said, these 3 zones right here, which are... I can't remember how many trees are on this, but these 3 are not on filtration. They're just on regular city water. So, like I said, that's going to be our ongoing experiment there. Now these lines run down there into valves, into unions, so that I can disconnect that filtration thing in case I have to take it out for maintenance. On here I've got another Melnor 4-zone timer, a little bit different model on this one. This one is all in one unit. The other one has, the controller is actually a remote controller that plugs in on a wire. See, I kind of did a couple different things on here, trial and errors, like getting the hang of what I was doing here on what's going on. Formerly I was doing water filtration and plumbing kind of stuff for my work, for my 9 to 5, so then that's kind of where I got parts, ideas, skills, that sort of thing from. This one here is an Orbit 3-zone timer. 2 of them, the center and the right one, are controlled by the timer itself. This one on the left here has got a lever that turns on manually. That one's only manual, so that's 2 automatic and 1 manual. There's 4 on the Melnor there. You can see how the hoses come out. One runs around the corner there and goes up by the front door. This one comes down here into, there's a pluot tree and a grapevine and an apple tree right here in this tree well. So I did these little 3-way Y valves, or 2-way splitter Y valves there. So that one goes into a valve and comes up to this hose here, runs along. And you see I kind of already started hiding the hoses here. That's the goal. I don't want to see any of the garden hose. Everything's going to be buried under the mulch eventually. You see down there, you can faintly see the yellow. There's another valve there. This one goes out through the weeds that I need to do something with there's another valve in there by this apple tree. Over to here, and it just ends. Got apple tree and a plum and a peach. And hoses all over the place. Looks like this pine tree's been getting watered a little more than it needs to, but that's okay. That's all right. Apples and things. Plum there. Another grape. Around the corner we got citrus. We got apples. We got apricots. We got passion fruit that's doing terribly. A lot of things over here. When that leak sprung up, I didn't have water in my front yard for like a week. That's when everything started looking real terrible. All this dead stuff here, dried up fruit. And I'm getting attacked by ants. Cool. I don't know where I stepped in ants at, but hey, there they are. This passion fruit looks like it might actually kind of make a comeback though. It's a little, looks alright. Aprium. Aprium's looking kind of shitty. I think I need to make an adjustment on that. So I need some work over here. Some of my palm tree crap's in the neighbor's yard. This stupid thing won't quit growing back. I keep cutting it out. Yeah, say hello to my beautiful mess. If you guys have any questions, get at me on Facebook, message me, you can comment on the video, whatever works for you.